listen to them. You just want to make sure you read their paper, read what you want to do. If you want to go back, and that's not really the ease on the website.
Yes. Yeah, that's true. And there's something wonderful about opening that fresh newspaper on a Sunday morning with that cup of coffee. You can't get that online. You can't get that with your iPad.
Folks, have you seen these new juices have come out? They call Ayurvedic juices. They claim that they are good for you. But one of the ones that really impressed me and brought memories is Jamun juice. You know what a jamun is?
I don't think anybody here would know what a jamun is. It's like a berry, and I remember eating it as a kid. I would eat it and my tongue would turn purple, and that was like a big thing.
It was a big thing
and
to
it
have
would clear
that
out your
purple
tongue too. It was like a plum in that respect.
Yeah.
It just did its business.
It's a mixture of plum and a berry.
Yes.
And a juice of it, I can really imagine will be very refreshing. But some of the other juices, amla juice. Have you ever tried it?
These are all Ayurvedic recipes to help with your gastrointestinal issues or allergies or whatever you have. This is actually kind of nice to have these options available to you because you can't get the fruits here.
Lauki juice.
That was my favorite. Lauki juice.
Lauki
and Karela juice.
What is Lauki? Is a squash, right?
It's squash. It's basically a very large zucchini of sorts.
Yeah. And juice of that, I can see that. But the one that I really look at, which I am going to try, is called Tulsi juice, which is like a basil juice.
There's many in India. Tulsi is a very important plant. It has religious connotations, but it's also a very medicinal herb. So I could see that one being very popular here.
Folks, you've heard of medical tourism. So many people go out to get their teeth fixed or the heart attack done at 1/10 of the cost what it costs you in the United States of America. You know, everybody talks about, is this going to be like outsourcing, you know? Is it going to be everywhere? And will the insurance company say, God, just like Polo makes 90% on the shirts that they get made in China, same way, some of these insurance companies might get tempted to do that. But I like this particular company's way of looking at it. You know, India is so far away from America. When you're sick, you know, you may not want to travel that far. So this particular hospital is coming to Cayman Islands. 200-bed hospital. They're going to spend $225 million to build it. But the way they're building it is it can be scaled up to 2,000 beds. Their hospitals get approved by Joint Commission International. It's a U.S.-based organization. Basically, they're the ones who give them a seal of approval. I like the idea. Surround the United States and all those Virgin Islands and the other places. Put the hospitals there. We would love to go there.
And what could be better than recouping in paradise?
That's right. $10,000 is all it costs to get a heart surgery done, the bypass surgery done in India. And now it will be Cayman Islands, 2 hours from Miami.
It makes it a lot easier for people to travel, that is for sure. Well, you know, if you're sitting in that hospital bed in the Cayman Islands and you're hearing that music stream through, you know, the muzak I'm talking about in those elevators that you never really pay attention to, did you know that that company called Muzak is actually quite profitable? They just got sold. They were sold to a Canadian company called Mood Music. Folks, Muzak sold for $345 million.
Whoa.
$345 million to the company that makes that elevator music that you can never identify while you're waiting in lobbies, hotel rooms.
But you know that music
elevators.
That music provides one incentive. Don't talk.
Well,
don't talk in the elevator. I love that.
It fills the void, right? When you walk in, you get that feeling of warmth. There's music playing. It's nothing you can identify, but it makes you feel homey and comfy. Muzak pioneered this thing. They made a ton of money at it, and they got sold. They got sold for $345 million. Who knew?
That's good money.
It is good money. Folks, a couple of items before we go. The Indian American Forum for Political Education is presenting Ghazal Ka Safar, which is the history of Ghazal. It'll be presented on April 29th in the Spectrum Theater in Northern Virginia. It's at 7:30 p.m. and it'll have some very popular Ghazal artists presented. Two very talented singers, Mr. Datta Prasad Ranade, who is a maestro and a Ghazal disciple of Mehndi Hasan. Mehndi Hasan we all know, and Savani Ravindra. So the two of them you can hear on April the 29th in Ghazal Ka Safar, happening in Northern Virginia. And Coming up next, folks, is our interview with renowned chef, author, and host of his own television show, Khana Khazana, Mr. Sanjeev Kapoor, so stay tuned for that.
And we want to wish you a very happy weekend. Namaste.
Namaste.